What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another one of my first look videos. I think that's what we're calling them now. I don't specifically remember. It's been like a week between every single video that I've uploaded so far this year. I'm working on changing that, but work and stuff getting in the way and making it a little bit difficult. But regardless, we've got a brand new song from GFriend titled Sunrise. We're gonna look at that. I'm gonna give you guys my honest thoughts on it, whether I like it or not. So that's what we do here, and I encourage you guys to do the same down in the comments below, because I want to have some conversation, some discussion about what we like and what we don't like, and just build up a community where that kind of stuff is highly encouraged, because it seems to be you know how K-pop fans can be sometimes when you say things when you say you don't like their favorite group, but we don't want to be like that. So anyway, I'm a little bit out of practice with the videos, it seems, so bear with me as I kind of get back in the flow, but we're going to do what we do in all my videos here. I'm going to listen to the song, give you guys my honest thoughts, like I said, and subscribe if you want. So with all that being said, let's get this song started. Whoa, that's kind of loud.
어젯밤 꿈을 꿨다. 함께할 수 있는 시간이 짧았을 뿐 우리는 서로 떨어져 있는 게 아니었다.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, if it doesn't like change, then this is gonna be a really, really weird GFriend song. But more like one of their songs, but still not really. I'm gonna say right now, as of like we're probably a third of the way through this song, if not a little bit close to half, I don't really like this right now. I don't like it as a GFriend song. Like, I think it's a pretty okay song, but I really don't like it. God, this chorus is so like disappointing. So disappointing. Like this song is, at least for me in my mind, like it's set up to have a chorus that has some like killer vocals and stuff like that, and that like have a really big impact, and the song just doesn't deliver that. Which is really, disappointing, because, obviously I think GFriend can do that. They can rip some vocals. See? They got the vocal ability. They could This chorus is so sad though. So sad. I like that. That was good though. I don't know, man. Like this obviously, like with every song, there's some stuff I like about it, some stuff I don't. But just, you know, by and large, at the end of the day, looking at this entire song, I'm not a fan of it. I'm really, really not a fan of it. You know, there's so much stuff in this song there's quite a few things in this song that just, like, when I listen to it, it's like every song that they have promoted with and they've released, you know, to promote a new album and stuff like that, like they've done stuff better. Like the songs have just been better, I think, you know, for GFriend versus compared to this one, you know, like the melodies and stuff like that are so much, and the way all that stuff kind of flows together is so much better in previous songs. It just isn't quite there in this one. The chorus isn't really, I think, even that memorable or impactful, whereas most other choruses in all their other previous songs are more like that too. It just is like, this to me isn't really up to, you know, the quality and that of the music that GFriend has released previously. So that's kind of disappointing. But, you know, like I say all the time, I'm not gonna like every song, you know, and maybe you like the song and that's perfectly fine and that's cool. So that's what I've got. I'm gonna come up with, you know, the specific, you know, things that I don't necessarily like about it, and of course maybe highlight some stuff that I do like about it, because there are a couple things that I do enjoy about it. And, you know, we're going to give you guys my further review of this song, of course, as I listen to it some more. But before we do that, I want you guys to answer the question of the video that I'm going to put up on screen right now. And then we will get to the little bit of a deeper discussion. So answer the question of the video in the comments below. And then, of course, continue watching to hear what else that I have got to say about this song. The more that I listen to this song, I've continued to kind of pick out and build up reasons to like this song, and the reason that I don't like this song has pretty much remained the same. And it hasn't necessarily been a reason that's been more defined, but we're gonna start with the things that I do like about this song, that I do kind of think are, you know, valuable, or, you know, that I think are plus sides to this, especially as it kind of pertains to a song within the entire career of GFriend. And I mean, I personally have to say that one of the big things, I think, or one of the, you know, things I think is kind of noteworthy, is that, like, this is actually, like, if you look at it, the sort of general, I guess, the tone and the vibe of this song is like slightly different, like in a relatively dramatic way, but I think, like, in a really noticeable way, in a distinctly different way, that this song is different from pretty much, well, every other sort of song that GFriend has released. You know, like, I think that the core idea and all that stuff is the same, but the execution and I guess, like, the intensity and the energy behind it is what's different. Because I think, like, their most recent song before this one that I think I covered is "Time for the Moon Night," right? Or "Light," whatever the specific title of that song was. But that song, I think, is very, very similar and related to this song in the just general sort of sound and the vibe of that song. But that song, much more, you know, high energy from the very, very beginning, whereas this one's a little bit more, I don't want to say low energy, because it's more of a, you know, in the middle-ish, but, you know, that's kind of different for GFriend specifically, because they haven't really released a whole host of, you know, music video songs with music videos, promo songs, whatever you want to call them, that have been, you know, relatively mellow and relaxed. I mean, I think they did follow up Fingertip with a song that was like that, and that was a really good song. I really, really enjoyed that one, but that specifically is one of the things that I do enjoy about this song in particular, is that it's different, and it's a little bit different. It's not like really different, it's not like Fingertip different, but it's still, you know, the sound and all that stuff is related, but the execution of it is a little bit different. And that being said, with the execution of it, like, I really like all of the individual parts of this song, like all of, like, the verses and the choruses and all that kind of stuff. I like those things on their own. I think that they're, again, I think really good. The how everything sort of flows together within the verse, within one of the verses, or the first verse or the second verse or the chorus, or whatever the different elements of this song are, as they kind of whoever arranged this song and put it together. All of that stuff is really nice. I really do like it, except for maybe the second verse. The flow and all that stuff for the second verse is a little wonky. I don't really like that too much. And maybe it's actually the thing that potentially even ruins the entire song, is I don't know her name, unfortunately, but it was like 10 seconds probably in the second verse where slowed down, she's got a little solo. Maybe I think there wasn't a whole lot of music with it, but her lines just absolutely killed that moment in the song for me. And that sucks, but that is the way that it goes. And I didn't really like that, because like the first verse, the first verse of the song was really good. The whole intro and the first verse progression was really good. I really liked that. And then the chorus in and of itself, also something pretty enjoyable and really good. But this is the thing that I don't like about this song, and kind of what kind of disappoints me as it being a GFriend song specifically, is that all of that stuff isn't, to me at least, connected particularly well. Like it doesn't flow in a really nice and smooth way like other GFriend songs do. And I mean, that's really just kind of what it comes down to, is like, also too, which I guess is kind of related to the fact that all of this stuff isn't particularly connected together very well, at least in my mind, is that the chorus in this song doesn't hit anywhere near as hard, or has as much of an impact, or is even anywhere near as memorable as literally, and I mean this literally, in my mind at least, literally any other GFriend song. Literally every other GFriend song, the chorus in those songs is way better and way more impactful and way more memorable than this song is. And I mean, I think that that's pretty significant. They've been releasing a pretty good amount of music, so they've had a pretty good career, released a bunch of music. They've got a pretty good discography, and said the song would be at the very bottom of the list in that regard is, I think, pretty significant. I think that's actually, like I said, something significant. So that's really that. But that's just really it. The flow of the song, and how everything kind of just like combines together, kind of is really, really bad, and really kind of is a really, really big disappointment. But like I said, I do appreciate, like I've said, the first half of this. I really do like and enjoy the attempt to do something a little bit different, not drastically different, but maybe a little bit different with the vibe of the music and just the general feel of it. It's really good. The song's definitely been actually, I think, a pretty noticeably amount different. Noticeably, what was I just trying to say right there? Because my words just got all jumbled up in my head. The whole dynamic level, I guess you can say, like high points and low points, and places in between in this song is something that's also very different from most other main title releases from GFriend 2, which is also something I enjoy about it. And I appreciate that too. So there's quite a few things I do like about this song, but there's a couple of things I don't like about this song that ultimately kind of just, I guess, ruin the entire experience for me. They just make it, as I would rate it, probably one of the worst GFriend songs or one of the worst songs that GFriend has released to date in their career, which it's pretty impressive that they took this long to actually disappoint me. Other groups have done it quite a bit faster, to be honest, even with their debut song, some of them. So that's what I have got to say about this song. Like I said at the beginning of this video, at the very, very beginning of this entire video, I want you guys to share your honest thoughts on this song, just like I did. I encourage you to do it so that we can talk about it, because I want to hear what you guys have got to say, and I'm sure that other people potentially are interested in hearing what you've got to say. And I just encourage you guys to talk about it. So that's the community that we're trying to build here. If you want to join the community and subscribe to the channel, because I know I've said I've got plenty more videos where this one's come from, but I think really mean it this time. So that's what I've got. So that's it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.